this NDP government, in its haste to amend the Labour Code far beyond what the Supreme Court requires, has not taken the time to properly consult with Alberta's business leaders, as it failed to do with the farming community during the Bill 6 fiasco.
Correct.
The prospect of moving the secret ballot provisions, removing them in union certification drives, and the opportunity to intimidate workers by forcing them to stand up and show their hand will concern many Alberta workers.
Absolutely.
To the Minister of Labour, it's a simple question that requires a straight answer. Are you planning to remove the secret ballot?
Good question.
The Honourable Minister of Labour.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Again, in that tough economy, everyday Albertans deserve a government that's working to make life better. We have been reaching out to stakeholders to make sure that we are proposing fair, balanced and effective workplace legislation for all. We've had over 1,000 employers who've provided their feedback, as well as over 4,600 Albertans. I look forward to reviewing their feedback so that we can move forward with reasonable changes that make sense for Alberta.
Hear, hear. For a supplemental.
Thank you. Mr. Speaker, a non-answer sometimes speaks louder than an answer.
Agreed.
Mr. Speaker, given that we have had incredible labour peace in Alberta for decades, and given that the minister and her comrades have chosen to bulldoze ahead with these changes far beyond the Supreme Court directive and further put the Alberta economy at risk, again to the minister, will you be clear and tell this House and all Alberta workers that you have no plans to remove the secret ballot provision?
A simple question.
The Honourable Minister.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, did you know that in 1988 the singer Bon Jovi released his hit track, Bad Medicine? And that's exactly what not being able to take a sick day looks like, Mr. Speaker. Bad medicine. Not being able to take a sick day for fear of losing one's job shows that we have outdated laws, Mr. Speaker. And we are talking to Albertans right now about how we might fix that. We are focused on making sure we have fair and balanced workplace legislation that supports a strong Alberta economy, and Albertans have responded very well to our consultation. I look forward to reviewing those results.
Good job, Minister. We at second supplemental. Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, the Labour Minister uses examples of Beetlejuice and Bon Jovi from 1988 when the current labour standards were passed. She is at the same time, as she confirmed in estimates, using as a guideline the International Labour Organization 8 core principles that go back to 1930 when the Marx Brothers movie Animal Crackers was released.
Animal Crackers.
Minister, since time is obviously not the real reason for your rush to a decision on the labour standard changes, what is the real reason?
Animal Crackers.
Quiet. Go ahead.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. The member opposite seems proud that we still do not meet standards that were implemented in the 1930s. The former government had years and years to review these workplace legislations. In fact, they did review, but they did not put in basic workplace rights like job-protected sick leave. They would prefer that Albertans have no protections. They would prefer that we have fewer rights than other Canadians. And their new dance partners in the Wild Rose seem to agree. We want to make sure life is better for Albertans, including reviewing workplace legislation.